I'm not very good at tennis, but I know people who are, and they tell me that keeping track of the score can be tricky. So I built a tennis scoreboard that fits in your pocket. Overall, scoring in tennis isn't that bad once you get your head around it, it's just a bit convoluted. I've linked a good video explanation in the description. The problem is that matches can last for a really long time, and trying to remember the score while playing is a nag. There are phone apps, but phones are heavy and easily broken, and the apps suck. I basically made a Tamagotchi that does tennis scoring. There are more buttons, but it's not a stretch to make it guilt you into cleaning up digital poop. Seriously though, I figured if a Tamagotchi can run forever on a coin cell battery, then so could I. Naively, I assumed LCDs would tank battery life, but I was wrong. What I've made draws 1 microamp of current when idle, so screen off, and 40 microamps give or take when active, so screen on. From a coin cell battery, I'm expecting over 20 years of battery life when idle, and about 200 days with the screen on. Time will tell exactly how long these last, but so far so good. Officially, I'm on hardware version 2.1. Version 1 was the ugly duckling, but it was the perfect prototype. It wasn't pretty, but I used it to nail the tennis scoring logic and the display drivers. I started with an e-ink display because it takes no power to maintain the image, but the refresh rate sucked, which is why I moved to an LCD. It also uses AA batteries and it actually drained them pretty fast. So I turned my attention for version 2 to optimizing battery life and size. Honestly, I wasn't sure it would work, but the principles were simple. Minimize quiescent current, which is current when the components are on. Turn stuff off if it's not being used, and minimize shutdown/standby current, so current when components are off, which is how I got down to that 1 microamp figure. I learned some lessons the hard way, like the fact that coin cells can supply a limited amount of current. There was a spike in current draw when a button was pressed, and the battery couldn't keep up, which would cause the voltage to sag. It would sag so low, in fact, that the microcontroller would brown out and reset. But thankfully, I was able to fix this and all of the other problems that I had. I'm biased, but I think this tennis counter is pretty good. This is the first time that I've really gone in on power optimization, and I really enjoyed it. I've kept a lot out of this video just to keep it short, so let me know if you want me to do a deep dive on any of the technical details, or to go into more depth on the issues that I faced. I've been giving these out to people that actually play tennis, so we'll see what they make of it.